Look at Egypt from space, and you see a lush green lotus flower cutting through the golden sand. But as our view plunges down into the dark, quiet holes of ancient temples, we often fixate on the stones left behind. We tend to view this civilization as a magnificent, silent graveyard. We imagine a culture permanently frozen in antiquity, defined entirely by its massive tombs. When archaeologists uncovered treasures like King Tutankhamun's 22-pound solid gold mask, the world became obsessed with their royal wealth. The gold blinded us to the actual ingenuity required to extract, melt, and shape it. These early builders sliced and pressed river reeds into papyrus, creating a lightweight, portable information system. They applied strict mathematical principles to organize massive labor forces and align their architecture perfectly with the stars. That drive to solve problems and invent tools never stalled out in the desert. The engine of innovation kept running, taking on completely new forms. In 332 BC, Alexander the Great recognized the value of this intellectual foundation. He built Alexandria on the Mediterranean coast, specifically to mix Greek academic theory with established Egyptian scientific secrets, building massive libraries to attract scholars. Later, as Roman armies expanded their territory, they relied heavily on the Nile's advanced agricultural systems. Egypt produced so much wheat it fed the entire Roman population, securing its status as the vital breadbasket of the empire. Over 1,000 years ago, new arrivals brought the Arabic language and Islamic scholarship. The city of Cairo emerged, housing Al-Azhar University, one of the oldest ongoing educational institutions on Earth, drawing students from across 3 continents. This visualization shows how these eras interacted. Greek mathematics, Roman logistics, Coptic traditions, and Islamic medicine didn't erase one another. They stacked sequentially, building a dense intellectual foundation. The constant influx of ideas proves this region remained an active global hub for millennia. Early Egyptians traveled their main street by reading the weather, riding the Nile's current downstream, and catching the north wind to sail back up. They mastered natural logistics. Today, that logistical ambition operates on a planetary scale. Engineers sliced a channel through the desert to connect the Mediterranean to the Red Sea. By skipping the voyage around Africa, the Suez Canal rewired the paths of global trade. Underneath the Red Sea, exotic coral reefs now share the ocean floor with a network of fiber optic cables. This physical waterway routes massive chunks of the world's digital information between continents. Mastering the local geography allowed the population to transition from navigating river reeds to directing the flow of the modern economy. The ancients built their lives around the sun god Ra. Today, engineers at the Benbon Solar Park harvest that same desert sunlight, converting it into clean electricity for millions of modern homes. Where ancients stacked blocks of solid limestone to form mountains, modern cranes are assembling a new administrative capital out of sustainable steel and glass. The Grand Egyptian Museum physically bridges this timeline. It displays King Tut's artifacts inside a futuristic facility positioned right next to the original pyramids. The cultural heartbeat runs on that same continuous energy. Egyptian athletes currently dominate the highest ranks of global squash, and families still gather along the Nile to celebrate Sham el-Nassim, a spring festival dating back 4 millennia. The mindset that engineered the ancient monuments is actively constructing a high-tech tomorrow. Pulling back from historical timelines and massive infrastructure projects, you hit the street level of Cairo. It's a vibrating metropolis filled with millions. Daily life here is defined by continuity. In every single bakery, you find aish baladi, a flatbread made the same way since the time of the Pharaohs. On almost every street corner, people share koshari, a hearty mix of lentils and pasta that fuels the modern workforce. This connection is maintained through the people. Egyptian Arabic is famous for its warmth and humor, using a language of hospitality to manage the intensity of a city that never sleeps. This social fabric is what allowed the culture to survive 7,000 years of change. While empires rose and fell, the habits of the street, the humor, the shared meals, and the welcoming spirit remained constant. A proverb states, "Once you drink the water of the Nile, you are bound to return." You don't return to a museum, you return to an unbroken story that is still being written today.